Hey everyone, Swanton007 here to start off a new sort of segment on my channel, and it's going to be called a WWF a year in review. It's sort of going to be like an award show for each year leading through to 2010, in which I will give awards for different things. Now, just to start off, if you think I need to add some more uh, categories to them, just put a comment in the section below, and I'll take it into account and try and put it into my next one. Okay, here we go. We start off with the tag team of the year. The nominees are Kane X-Pac, the Hardy Boyz, and Edge and Christian. Kane X-Pac won 2 championships this year, and by the end of the year and leading into 2000, um, rivaled with each other. Their first win came from beating the Acolytes. No, came from beating Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart, and then the second one came from beating the Acolytes on Raw. Both wins came from a Raw match. But yeah. Next, the Hardy Boyz won the championship twice. No, the Hardys won the championship once, and it was on a Raw, and it was from the Acolytes. And the third team, Edge and Christian, did not win the title once, but had some great rivalries as they were in the Brood versus the Hardy Boyz, and as well as versus the Dudley Boyz in a ladder match at Wrestlemania. And the winner of Tag Team of the Year is Kane and X-Pac. Their tag team was really formidable. They had lots of great rivalries, and turned into a great rivalry at the end. And Kane having a girlfriend and X-Pac and all sorts of stuff, and led into 2000, which it was a year for it was a great year for those two as a tag team, and leading into a greater position later, which didn't really help because X-Pac ended up getting fired midway through 2000. But no need to worry. Next category is the feud of the year. The first one is The Rock versus Triple H. These two feuded in many different matches, but and had been the year before. But the two really got started in this rivalry at Over the Edge 1999. They had a match together, which led to a 2.5-star match. Then another match together. They had a strap match somewhere in between here. They had a strap match, and which comes in the fully loaded pay-per-view, which led to a 3.5-star match and equaling match of the night. And this pay-per-view sort of went for a while, and then near the end of the year, when Triple H won the title, The Rock started facing him again. They then faced off with Triple H when Triple H got the title. There was a six-man match against each other, and then they would later go on to verse each other at Survivor Series with the Big Show, Triple H, and The Rock in a 3.5-star match. And then at Armageddon, and then that would be that would be it. They'd have 4 matches, and the rivalry would last the whole year. Then there's the next nomination is Vince McMahon versus Steve Austin. Steve has always had trouble leading from 1998. Austin won the Royal Rumble that year, and Vince McMahon tried to stop him from getting the main event, so they led them into a match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which led to them just rivaling through the whole year till the end of 1999. The next nominee is Austin versus Undertaker. I think this is more of a 98 sort of rivalry, but they really rivaled. I think they had a match at SummerSlam, and yeah, so. And the winner of the thing is Vince McMahon versus Steve Austin. Obviously, they won Yeah, that's what happened. The next category is the most overrated wrestler of the year. The nominees are The Undertaker, who had a bunch of terrible matches. I don't think he had a match over 4 stars. Next is X-Pac, and then Kane. This year, the winner is Kane, obviously. I don't know what else to talk about. The winner's Undertaker, sorry. Kane didn't really do much. He's really just there because he doesn't get very good matches. And X-Pac's sort of there because he gets tried to put into the high mid card, never makes it because he's just not that great. That's it. Okay, next one. The worst pay-per-view of the year. The nominees are Over the Edge, Wrestlemania 15, which, and then the last one is Over the Edge. No, sorry, King of the Ring 1999. The winner of this is the King of the Ring. This was a terrible pay-per-view. I think it only had like one match over 3 stars, which was a Undertaker Rock match for the WWF Championship. The rest was all lackluster. It had a terrible winner in Billy Gunn, who went to go nowhere, got injured, and just all round it was a terrible pay-per-view. The shining light was The Undertaker versus The Rock. The Hardy Boyz versus The Brood had an okay match, 2.25 stars. And yeah. Okay, next category. The best pay-per-view of the year. The nominees are St. Valentine's Day Massacre, No Mercy, and the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble had some good matches. Obviously, the one that everyone knows it for is the I Quit match between Mankind and The Rock, which got 4 stars from me. There's also the Rumble match, which really stood out, which got a 3 3/4 stars, which Austin won. They ended up going into WrestleMania to face the Rock, as everyone would know. And the winner of the thing is St. Valentine's Day Massacre with an overall of 8.5 out of 10. The big sort of shining lights here were obviously Kane and China versus Triple H and X-Pac in a 3.5 star match. And then the main event of the night, Austin versus Vince McMahon in a steel cage match in a 3 3/4 star match for the main event at WrestleMania. Then the match just before that one, the match of the night, was the Last Man Standing match for the WWF Championship with Mankind versus The Rock in a 4.25 star match. Great match. Okay. The second from last little thingy is the match of the year. Now, this one was a little difficult. It's going to have a very controversial sort of ending because it's not one that many people pick. Well, the nominees are the No Mercy ladder match between the Hardy Boyz and Edge and Christian. Sort of a lost favourite. It's sort of a lost sort of... No one really says, oh, remember that match? But it was a really good match. It's one that people should go and have a look at if you haven't seen it. I gave it 4 stars. Yeah, the next match was the St. Valentine's Day Last Man Standing match between Mankind and The Rock. Pay-per-view of the year. Yeah. The last match was the WrestleMania 15 match, no DQ match between Steve Austin and The Rock. And the winner is... Mankind versus The Rock in a 4.25 star match, Last Man Standing. And some of you guys might say the I Quit match was better. I didn't think so. I thought that the Last Man Standing match was a lot better. It had better psychology, and just in general, except for the ending where Steve Austin came in and that was a Raw match where The Rock won. Yeah, just I can't really remember it that great, but yeah, that's the match of the year. Now the superstar of the year. This is a very controversial one because lots of people will say Steve Austin because he won the championship so many times in that year. It was, yeah, he did really well in that one in that 1 year. Some other people might say that Undertaker deserved it because of his whole ministry of the Ministry of Darkness or whatever. And then there's The Rock, who started the year by winning it. He started the year by having it. By winning it for the first time in 1999, held it 4 times, and had 3 times, and had some great rivalries with Mankind and Steve Austin, and kept giving Triple H and Steve Austin some real trouble about trying to win the title back. So the winner of Superstar of the Year is The Rock. Thanks everyone. I am Oswanton 007. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you.